How to create your life's vision step by step. 3 pillars that you need. I'll give them all to you right now so you can go out and implement and create a life that you love, a life on your terms, a life that inspires you. If you don't know don't know who I am, my name is Lewis. I'm an author. I've created the Inspired Life Method, which goes through step by step how to get clear on who you are, your life's purpose, your life's vision, and how do you bring it to life by also addressing your unhealed stuff as well. So I'm going to break this down for you step by step so you can actually have clarity on what you need to do to go create a life that you love, where you wake up doing what you love, loving what you do with the people that you love. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. So the only cost that I ask is your time, of course, and energy, but also a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. The more likes and subscriptions, the more my content gets shared, the more impact I get to make. So you get to help me help more people. So thank you in advance for doing that. So just click the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below as well, and I'll respond to as many of them as I can. With that being said, let's rock and roll. So I'm going to be teaching you something that I've been teaching a lot lately is the theory of constraints. So if you're not watching the video of this podcast, go watch the video. It's on YouTube and Spotify, I believe. So the theory of constraints states that a system will grow to its lowest constraint. A system will grow to its lowest constraint. What does that mean? Let's use an example. So in business, say you ran a business and say your marketing was a 10 out of 10. You're really good at marketing. You're really amazing at copywriting, content creation, running ads, all that stuff. Say your sales, your ability to actually sell people and take money and get people to give you money is a 10 out of 10. You're a fantastic salesperson. But say the product you're selling, the actual service, the burger, the shirt, the thing you're actually selling is a 1 out of 10. The product is shit. What is the constraint of this business? Number 1, 2, or 3? Is it the marketing, selling, or product? It's obviously the product. That is your constraint right here. So that is the constraint in this example. If you were to then fix that constraint and say the product goes from a 1 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10, then the business would naturally grow to its next lowest constraint. So then something else would break. The system would break somewhere else. It might be with customer support. It might be with culture. It might be with team. It might be with branding. There'll be another thing that breaks. So a system will work and then it will grow until the system breaks. Then we fix the part that broke, the constraint. Then the system will grow again to the next constraint. Why is this important? Because humans will grow to their lowest constraint. You're a human. I'm assuming, maybe you're not, maybe you identify as something else, but I'm assuming you're a human. So humans grow to their lowest constraints. Now it's going to be skills or it's going to be something personal within you, but I'm going to break that down into more detail for you. So on my screen, you can see what it is that I do for people. The 3 pieces you need to create the life of your dreams, a life on your terms, a life that inspires you. It's these 3 pillars. You need to master yourself, self-mastery. Now, I'll break these into more detail in a moment. Second, you need the skills and strategies. You need to know what to do to bring your vision to life. What action do you need to take? How do you make content? How do you film? How do you sell? How do you build systems? How do you do the thing to achieve the thing you want to achieve? And then third pillar is inner work. It's addressing the unconscious, mental, emotional shit that's stopping you from pursuing the skills. So why do I have these 3 pillars? I've been doing this for 10 years, and I'll tell you why I use these 3 specific skills. Self-mastery is getting clear on your authentic self. It's what you truly, authentically desire and who you truly are. Now, I'm not going to teach all of these in super detail. I'll just give you like a broad overview for today so you can go start taking action today. Most people don't know who they are. They're living to someone else's values or someone else's beliefs. Whenever you hear the words, you have to, you ought to, you got to, you should, you must, you're supposed to, or some version of those words, someone is projecting their beliefs and their values onto someone else, which is bullshit. You don't have to do anything. You can do whatever you're inspired to do. Now, don't get me wrong. We live in society where there's laws that we abide to respect each other. But in general, you get to do what you love to do, what you're inspired to do, as long as it conforms with the societal laws that you live in, right? So what do I mean by this? What areas of life are meaningful to you? I teach values. It's the first thing I do with all my clients. It's areas of life that fulfill you. What fulfills you will be different to me. It will be different to your partner. It will be different to every single human on the planet. Don't get me wrong, we have aligned values with our friends and loved ones and people we're aligned with, but everyone has their own unique set of values. So you want to figure out what they are. So that's your authentic self. Then you get clear on your purpose. Your purpose is your gift to give back. I actually do that on episode 333 of my podcast, So Spiritual Right. So if you go to episode 333 of my podcast, I actually take you through the purpose process to find your purpose. Once we know your purpose and your values, we then create your mission and vision for your life using those, because that's who you authentically are. And then we use those to create your mission and vision. Because picture this, most people don't know their purpose. They don't know their values. They're living to someone else's projections, mum or dad or society or religion or whatever it may be. And if you set goals, which is your mission and vision, if you set goals based on someone that you're not, guess what? You're going to create a life that's not meaningful to you. You're going to create things that aren't actually intrinsically fulfilling to you. That's when people have a midlife fucking crisis. One of my most common avatars of my clients in my business are people having a midlife crisis. They've lived their whole life up until the age of sort of late 20s, late 30s, late 40s. I've had clients in their 70s who come to me and they're like, holy shit, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy. I keep chasing a mirage that I think I'll get happy with, because they're living to someone else's values or purpose or beliefs, and they're not authentically doing things that are authentic to them. So most people don't do the self-mastery part and they go straight down to goal setting. Now, some people don't even set goals at all, but the people that do, a lot of people set goals that aren't theirs. They're doing things to impress mum, to impress dad, to impress society or religion or whatever the things they think they, quote, should, have to, ought to, got to, must do, which is bullshit. So that's why people literally chase goals that aren't theirs. Isn't that fucking stupid? Isn't that doesn't make sense, does it? Well, when you hear this, you're like, oh yeah, that does make sense. So that's why the first thing we do for you to create a life that you love, get clear on who you are. What's your values? What's your purpose? Go to episode 333. That will find your purpose. I have my values in my book and my other services. And then we use those to create your mission and vision. Go grab my book. It's in my book. I teach you this stuff. So from that space, from an authentic space, then we get clear on the strategies. We get clear what's the plan to bring this to life. We have your vision, and when you hear like a vision board and stuff like that, that's what that's referring to. And it's from an authentic space, then we can get clear on, okay, what needs to get done to achieve the things I want to achieve? What's the action? What's the goals? What's the system? What's the marketing, the selling? What needs to be done for me to bring this to life? And because if you've done this properly, you'll be doing it from an authentic space. You'll be intrinsically motivated and driven and inspired to do it. I use this quote a lot with my work. The need for motivation is a symptom of an uninspired goal. Did anyone have to motivate me to be here today, to film this podcast for you right here, right now? Absolutely fucking not. I'm inspired to do this. Why? Because it's in alignment with my purpose, my values, and my vision and mission. My purpose is to heal and raise consciousness. My values are coaching, learning, relationships, health, wealth, and business. My mission is to coach 10 million people to live a life that they love. I'm not going to tell you my whole vision. It's obviously very detailed. But can you see that this podcast, my book, my coaching, my actions are aligned with this? That's why I've got so much energy to do what I do. People say, why are you so motivated or so consistent? Because I'm doing the shit I want to do. Crazy concept, right? And then I've got a plan, and I've also got the skills and strategies to go along with it. So the question for you guys listening to this right now, you beautiful soul consuming this podcast right now, do you know who you are? Are you clear on your values? Are you clear on your purpose? Are you clear on what your authentic mission and vision is for your life? Or are you living to someone else's projections, right? Just sit with that. And if you want your purpose, go to episode 333 and do your purpose. If you want your values, mission, vision, come work with me, grab my book, or come grab a free trial to my coaching. There's a link down below for a free trial and a one-on-one call with me. So do you know yourself? Yes or no? For most people, it's a no. Then we want to address that. Then once we know who you are authentically, then we come up with a plan. And then we learn the skills. What soft skills and technical skills do you need to learn to bring this plan to life? Then we get into the inner work. This is when we address the mental or emotional subconscious blocks or limitations that would stop you from pursuing the skills. Because most people know what to do. They've got some skills. They've watched the podcast, they've listened to a book, they've done something. They know how to do something. They've attended a seminar. Maybe I'll reframe that. Do you know what you could be doing to move your life forward faster? Whether it's health, finances, relationships, business, whatever it may be. 99% of people I've asked that question to say yes. And they'll say, are you doing what you know to the fullest degree you can? Most people say no. Why? Because there'll be subconscious mental and emotional shit stopping you from pursuing it. This is the glass ceiling. So back to the theory of constraints. You want to identify what is your lowest constraint. That's the question I've got for you. What is your lowest constraint right now? Is it that you don't know who you are, you don't know your authentic self, you live into someone else's projections, beliefs, and values, you don't know your mission and vision for your life, you don't have a plan, you don't have the skills to bring it to life, or maybe you got some shit you haven't addressed yet, some childhood trauma, some limiting beliefs, some mental emotional blocks. What is it? It will be one of these. It will fall into this. You don't know who you are, you don't have the skills, or there's something mentally or emotionally blocking you. That is it. That's why I do these 3 pillars, because until someone proves to me something that I'm missing, this has solved it for everyone so far. And just so you know, the circle around the outside, if you're viewing my screen, is community. So I actually have community as a part of it as well. So the circle is a community. But so far, for someone to create a life that they love, a life on their terms, these are the 3 things you need. You need to know who you are authentically, know what you want as well, which is your mission and vision, know how you're going to get there strategically with the right skills and plan, and address your shit so you stop sabotaging or getting triggered or taking 1 step forward, 2 step back, hitting a glass ceiling, whatever the thing is, that's stopping you from getting there. So the question that I've got for you to answer, what is the constraint holding you back in life right now? Maybe it's many. Maybe go back to that photo. I'll come back to it now. Maybe you're missing a lot of these pieces. How do you get these pieces? Come work with me. Grab my book. Grab a free trial. Grab a free call with me. I can help you with it. But go figure these out. You do this, you will have a life that you fucking love, a life that inspires you, a life on your terms, because you know your true self, you're clear on what it is that inspires you, that you're drawn towards, you have the skills and strategy and clarity of what to do, and you're identifying and addressing the mental and emotional blocks that would sabotage you from getting there. That is what needs to get done. If you want that, of course. Now, another visual that I can show for you is this. This is how we bring it to life. This is how you create an inspired life. It's just a different visual for you. Up the top, we've got your purpose. That's your gift. It's your gift to give to the world. It's an expression of your greatest core wound. Again, go to episode 333. You can do the process there. Then mission and vision is a 5 to 10 year goal. Mission is a measurable goal. Your vision is what your life looks like once you hit the goal. Values are the areas of life that we prioritize along the way so you don't burn yourself out. Because burnout is essentially you not prioritizing your values to the degree you want to. And then we get into outcomes. This is the master plan. That's when we go 3-year goals, 2-year goals, 12-month goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals. And then again, we will address your mental and emotional shit that will pop up along the way. You do that, you will create a life that you love. I guarantee it to you. Tell me, honestly, have I missed anything? Tell me in the comments if I've missed anything. Because so far, that has been working for all the clients I've coached. I've coached over 7,000 clients, 10,000 if you include my book as well. And it's changing the world. I'm super proud to be doing that and grateful to be doing this. So I hope this made sense. Which ones are you missing? I'm curious. Comment down below. What are you missing? What's your next step? What's the pieces that you need to bring your vision to life and create a life that you love? I'd love to know. And if I could ask another massive favor, if you haven't already liked this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and send this to a friend or a loved one, maybe your partner, so you guys can do this together. If you'd like to work with me, best way you can do it is my book. From there, well, I think the best way actually to reframe that, a good starting place is my book. The best way, deepest way you can work with me is my online community. It's the Conscious Community. There's a free 7-day trial. You get a one-on-one call with me when you join, and I give you all of this plus more. I give you so much stuff in here. Or if you're on the Gold Coast or willing to come to the Gold Coast, I do offer in-person events as well, but obviously location dependent there. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here today. Share this to friends and loved ones. I appreciate you. See you on the next one. Go create your vision.